the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach Cignetti told me right before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Canes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Going for a big play right off the bat. On target over the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
The Hoosiers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had him at the missed field. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Run in the red zone. It's Richard. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The sure hands, it's Lofton. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Gonna run it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Richard. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's shot. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
1st and goal, Indiana.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going to the run, it's Richard. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the field. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on 3rd down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That keeps the score. Indiana 14, Miami 7.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mensah. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Canes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
Number 22 set to kick this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's shot. Caught, and he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Richard. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Mensah using his legs to buy some time. He'll try to do it himself. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Indiana! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing, Mensah. It's complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Moving out to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end.
We're here at John O. Quinn Field at Space City Financial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The offense changing the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Complete. Brings into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Stepping to the right. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
All the way back to the 15. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he could even get started. Mack. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you can...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. So close to cashing it in for this offense. In the red area, it's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keelan Russell. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Throwing Russell. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell makes the grab. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
4th down, Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Bama. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The run inside. It's Hughes. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Finds a spot in the middle. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Mack. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mack. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it down the field. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds a man in the middle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Again, it's Russell. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a quick return on the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Hughes. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Quarterback may change this route. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on 2nd down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Fights off the defender. Picks up the first down. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm,
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and get...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Austin Mack buys a little time. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to...
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Hey, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Weigman. Quickly to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an
maybe a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Back to throw, it's Weigman. Fakes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Thomas. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
The run inside. It's Hughes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Touchdown, Cougar! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,